Hey guys, this is my vlog for week 8 in gender and sexuality, and I will be answering questions 1 and 2 of our prompt. So, question 1, the first part is why has so much silence and secrecy surrounded the existence of intersexuality? So, I feel so much secrecy revolves around intersexuality because one, it's pretty rare. So, I did some research and it's about 1.7% of the population is intersexual. So maybe there's just some misunderstandings in what intersexuality actually is. And two, gender norms have generally favored straight and cisgendered individuals. So people aren't really used to this term and what it actually is. The second part of question 1, what are the consequences of silencing, or what consequences has such silence had for the lives of intersexual individuals? Some consequences I think may occur is that intersexual people are often confused in their gender identity because they're left between the choice of male and female, and that's not actually what it is. So maybe I think that a consequence is that they're misunderstood and ridiculed. What are some ethical issues involved in making decisions about surgery when infants are classified as intersex? I think some ethical issues that arise of having surgeries of these individuals is that their characteristics don't actually fit male or female, so they're actually a mix. And having this surgery would just make them one of those two, which they're actually not. And another ethical issue is this what the child would want? So, does this child have the capability of making a decision of them either being A, intersex, or B, being male or female? So, for question 2 of this prompt, the first part is according to the reading, The Five Sexes, what are the five sexes? So, according to the reading, I found that the five sexes are male, female, the third one, which reaches the intersexual portions. The third one is herms, which is one testy and one ovary. The merms, have testes with some aspects of female genitalia. And lastly, the firms, which are people who have ovaries, but they have some aspects of male genitalia. The second part of this is regards to New York City adding a third gender X on birth certificates. So, how will this vote change the lives of intersex individuals? I feel that this vote will change the lives of intersexuals because this third gender X will better classify intersexuals because they don't completely fit one or the other, being male or female. I feel that this gender X will benefit them because they'll feel that they're belonged with this gender and there will be less confusion. And lastly was any ethical issues revolving around surgery of infants when they're classified as intersex. That was answered earlier. And lastly, I'm going to raise 2 questions about the readings. So the first question I'm going to ask you guys to answer is so according to the Bringing Intersexy Back, there's several ways of dealing with intersexuality. So some that were brought up were surgery as a child to make yourself male or female, avoiding sexual intimacy, 3, seek out heterosexual encounters, and 4, rejecting medicalization. So all of these strategies help people cope. They usually mask the problem at hand, which is to embrace yourself, embrace your gender, embrace your intersexuality. So my first question I ask you is, how can we as a society educate ourselves in intersexuality and acceptance of gender identity so that we are not suppressing the intersex? And the second question I'm going to ask you is regarding the fraternity reading. So one major point made in the fraternity reading is that the attitude of rape and respect of women is dependent on the location that it occurs, whether being high or low risk places. So, what are some ways we can change the environment on college campuses and fraternity properties so that women feel safe and men are not influenced to act in a way that makes their property high risk? So, I'm going to pose those questions to you. Please answer them and comment below. Thank you.